Well, organizing a campaign, the way to do it successfully is changing. I talk about the pendulum swinging in terms of ideology of politics. The pendulum's also swinging in terms of the structure of campaigns. So it's a little hard to say. There are activities that successful political campaigns tend to share. And we touched on those even a little bit already, but they are good at fundraising. They can raise the money needed to, because in this world, you've got to be able to buy some media. That means, print ads and papers or online. That means radio ads a lot. It means TV or internet video ads. All of that costs money. It costs money to make the ads. It costs money to place the ads and buy the space. So you need to raise money for that. You need to raise money for direct mail, which is a kind of an older technology, older approach, but still one I use, which is mailing out usually postcards, usually oversized postcards. And come election time, people get kind of sick of them because they see so many. But you got to be able to do some direct mail, and you got to be able to do direct outreach. When you walk in a parade, I mean, you got to have a vehicle. You got to be able to give away candy. You've got to have some T-shirts. I mean, everything costs money. So you've got to be able to raise money to do these things and be credible and make a good impression on voters. So there's fundraising, there's organization, volunteer organization. You always need people in a campaign, people to work your campaign office, people to help do the mailing pieces, organize them, print them, get them in the mail. You need people to help knock on doors. During the COVID outbreak, some people backed away from that direct door knocking, direct approach to people. I personally did not, but we levered back a little bit, but we kept doing it. That is something that I think is an eternal. The technology may change, but the ability to go talk to people one-on-one, whether it's at a parade or a picnic or a July 4th event or just knocking on doors in a neighborhood, you've got to be able to do that. And that kind of direct outreach, picking the right neighborhood to knock on doors, sorting through the right houses, that all requires organization, some technology, and you need to have that. And lastly, you need to have message. You need to really be smart about what your message is, because you can have a million ideas about how you would change the city council, your county, Olympia, DC, whatever your goal is. You can have a million ideas. Most people don't want to hear a million ideas. Most people want to hear a couple of things that are your priorities. And if that matches their priorities, they're going to be well inclined toward you. But you've got to be really smart about how you define those couple of main priorities that you're about. A lot of people make fun of this stuff, but it is like branding a product when you're running for public office. And people want to know who you are. They want to know what your values are, but they want to know it quickly and simply. And if it takes you half an hour to explain to somebody what you're about and why you're doing this, the chances are you lost them after about 5 minutes. And you got to be able to say quickly and directly what your values are, what your priorities are, and what you'll bring to the office. And you got to do it in a way that someone says, yeah, okay, I understand. I like this guy or I like this gal. I'll vote for him. But it's in business, they call it an elevator pitch. You got about 90 seconds to pitch an investor or a potential partner on your business, on what you do and how you do it and why it's good. You got to have an elevator pitch when you're in politics. You got to be able to say, here's who I am, here's what I want to do, here's why you should. And it's got to be in language that people understand, that they know. You can't be too highbrow and intellectual, and you can't be too low in the gutter either. You gotta hit the right mix of thoughtfulness, and gut punch, and trust.